Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to present you the LVE Orion Pro, the limited edition version. Yes, you might have seen this product by other reviewers like a month or so ago. My package was delayed for some reason, but last week it eventually turned up. So here we go. This is the limited edition kit. That means that this kit will come with the provided RBA. If you just buy the standard kit, then you don't have the RBA with it. So keep that in mind. If you want the RBA, you need to buy the limited edition, or you can buy the standard one and buy the RBA separately. You'll get a user manual, a USB Type-C charging cable, 2 stock coils, a spares bag with all the tools that you need for the RBA, post screws, airflow pins, Allen keys, bunch of O-rings. You'll get a built adapter for the RBA, and then you will get the RBA pot. A while ago I showed you this. This was the normal Orion 2, which I enjoyed, which I used quite often, this one, with the RBA inside. If you compare the looks, not much has changed between the two. They're nearly identical in size, width, thickness, everything, just that the Pro has got some upgrades. The first Orion had a 1500 mAh internal battery. The Orion Pro has a 1900 mAh internal battery, and you can charge this at 2 amps, so that's also an upgrade. The panels are interchangeable between the two, the pots are interchangeable between the two, so I like that you don't have to buy all new things. No, you can just swap out panels and pots between the two devices if you have both of them. As you can see, I got the black PVD coated one with these swirly panels. They also sent me on 2 different types of swirl panels, Mercury swirl and Royal purple. On this Pro, they also made it easier to swap out the panels. As you can see, a little cutout there, stick your fingernail in there and you can remove those panels on both sides. There's nothing behind the panels, it's just a removable panel. On the older Orion 2, it was a lot harder to remove the panels. You need to use a fine screwdriver or one of those little suction cups to get it off. So it's easier on this one. Another thing that has changed is the board. As you can see, a bigger screen on the Orion Pro, and this one also has a color screen. Now, what do you get with it? First of all, you get the stock coil pot, which I've been using. As you can see, they will give you 2 mesh coils for that pot. One is a 0.6 ohm and the other one is a 0.4 ohm. I've already tried those coils out and inside of this pot I've got a 0.8 ohm coil. To put a coil in or out, just push it in, as simple as that. I mean, there's no magic to that. On the top you will have a 510 drip tip. You can use your own 510 tips on this. On the RBA pot you also get a drip tip, so in total you will get 2 510 drip tips with 2 different bores. The one on the stock coil pot 3.5mm bore, and the one on the RBA pot is a 5mm bore. In order to fill up the pot, just remove this screw cap on the top. TPD versions will have 2 ml of e-liquid capacity. Non-TPD versions will have 4.5 ml of e-liquid capacity. I'm gonna quickly show you the RBA. I'm not gonna build this one on camera. I already have one built. So push the RBA out of the pot. It's a good tight fit, no issues there. And this is what the Orion 2 RBA looks like. Nothing has changed compared to version 1. It's still the same build tech. You've seen this style of build tech before. Your coil goes in here. You can put 2.5, 3mm coils in here if you want to. And then your cotton goes inside of these sidewalls. I'll show you one that's built in a second. On this Orion 2, you had to remove this bottom collar, and then you needed to screw this on a mod to build it. Well, with this newer version they made a built adapter for that. So the built adapter, you just push your RBA through from the bottom like so, and then you can just put this on top of the mod, click it in place, and now you got yourself basically a build tab to rebuild this RBA, so you don't need a separate 510 mod, which is a nice upgrade in my opinion. I will quickly show you the build that I got in my older Orion. So this is the build that I have in here. This is like a 0.6 ohm build. Pretty straightforward to build. And then your cotton, yeah, you just tuck it inside of those juice wells like so. This is good to go. They will also give you some airflow pins for this. You got a 1mm, 2mm, 3mm and a 4mm airflow pin for this RBA. In order to remove that airflow pin, yeah, just unscrew it from the bottom. As simple as that. To turn the device on and off, 5 clicks on the button, you will see it boot up. And here you go. This is the new color screen. The older one was just simpler, basic, you know. This new color screen looks a lot better. If you press up and down buttons at the same time, then you can lock or unlock the mod. As you can see, now it's locked, now it's unlocked. If you press plus, then you go into the menu. There you have mode. You can select RBA mode or mesh mode. Then puff, this is where you can reset your puff counter, which I've did a couple of times before. Theme, you can select color or classic, and classic, that's just black and white. As you can see, I'm gonna keep it at color. And then you can set the brightness of the screen, which I've turned down a little bit. I'm gonna even turn it down more. Maybe it helps to save some battery life, who knows. And info, that's just, yeah, version 1.1 of the chip. On the screen, you've got a battery bar and also in percentage, your wattage, your puff counter, your ohms, the mode that you're in, your lock, and then your menu. You don't change the wattage by pressing plus or minus on this, because that will not work. You have to press 3 times on the fire button. You will see this blink and now you can change your wattage. This mod goes up to 50 watts. There's also a quick way to change the modes. You have to press 4 times on the fire button. And then you go for RBA or mesh mode. I'm gonna keep it at mesh because I was using it with the stock coil. Put the pod back in this way, click. There we go, 13 watts on this 0.8 ohm coil. And with the adjustable side airflow wheel, you can dial in the airflow. To a pretty tight draw if you wanted to. Quick dimensions of this device: 88.8 in height, 43.3 in width, 17.7 in thickness. With the stock coil pod, this device weighs 147 grams. With the RBA pod, 150 grams. So what do I think about this little device? I think it's a very nice little device. As I said, I've been using this one a lot. Simple, pocket-friendly, grab-and-go mod when I'm out and about. Of course, with a 1500 milliamp hour battery, you're not gonna run a 0.3 ohm coil inside of here in this RBA because your battery life is not gonna be great. Now with this 1900 milliamp hour battery, I'm still not building super low on this. No, this is more an MTL to a restricted direct long device for me. I would not even bother with direct long on this because, yeah, the battery life is not gonna be great. I really like the upgraded color screen. It's a lot better compared to the first version. Nothing bad to report about the chipset. It's been doing fine. You can buy this device in a bunch of different panel options. I don't know if the panels are sold separately for this, but I've already seen modders make aftermarket panels for this device. Like Sturdy, they make a complete kit with panels, buttons and everything. I've also seen that there are new aftermarket RBAs for this. Sturdy makes an RBA. I think 909 Modify makes an RBA for this. So that is cool. I might pick one of those 30s or the 909 Modify up in the near future. I think they're gonna be better than the stock RBA. The stock RBA for me is not bad at all. No. The only thing that you have to keep in mind with this device is whenever you refill the pot or something, just give it a quick wipe here for the condensation. The stock coils, they can give a little bit of condensation, and of course the RBAs as well. As you can see, big opening here on the bottom of the airflow pin, so whenever you refill this, give this a quick wipe, remove the condensation, and you will have no issues with this. I'm going to use this little device a lot. As I said, it's going to replace the Orion 2 now. Bigger battery life, nicer chip, a good grab and go out and about little mod for me personally. So yeah, for the rest, I think I pretty much showed you everything about it. This was the LVE Orion 2 Pro Limited Edition. That was it for me, guys, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye bye.